Alon Linetzki. Это основатель и CEO компании Quality of Wise из Израиля. Вот. Опыта более 35 лет, и это один из тех людей, которые формируют ценности и миссию такой организации, как ISTQB. Вы как тестировщики, вы должны все знать, что это за организация, чем она занимается. Вот. И Алон хочет нам немножко рассказать о том, как ISTQB помогает нам в тестировании, помогает нам развивать нашу карьеру тестировщика, что это вообще все такое и с чем его едят. Так что, please, welcome, Alon.
Thank you. I'm sure everything he said is true, which I don't know. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very pleased to be again in Kiev. It's my second time I'm here, and second time I'm in this conference. Didn't have chance to look in Kiev so much yet, but I hope to do so. Only the nightlife, which is famous for anyway. I wanted to discuss with you a little bit about ISTQB and what are the benefits that comes out of being in ISTQB. Anyone in the room has a certification by ISTQB? Okay. I also want to share with you some figures and facts from the survey we did in the end of 2016. So it's relevant to 16 to 17, with some numbers and facts about the market that have not been published yet in ISTQB website, but will be in the next 2 months. So that will be interesting to see maybe a little things about the market and what the market thinks. So, to start, well, first of all, ISTQB is a non-profit organization. That means that any person working in any role is volunteering his work, including me here doing this presentation. So it is based on volunteering work. And the main motivation, at least for me, is to promote the testing as a promotion, as a profession in the world. I think that we should have more professional side in the world to the profession which is called software testing. Well, not just software. Who is doing software, who's doing embedded systems? Okay, lucky lady. So it's not just software, it's everything. And with the rise of the new technologies like IoT, Internet of Things, and some others, we see that, well, software is everywhere anyway. So learning how to test software better is okay also in those constellations and technologies. The headquarters of ISTQB is in Belgium, from whatever reasons. Now the funny is about Belgium, which we didn't think about when we moved the office, there is that a change of the bylaws should be approved by the king. And it takes 8 months to approve such a thing, because everybody needs to approve things from the king. So it's really was really funny for us, but in an organization that wants to move fast, it's not a good thing to have, but we try. The ISTQB road was a success because of, I think, a few reasons, and one of them being that as we started in 2002, there was a vacuum in the market. There was a vacuum and a really big need for professional point of view about testing, a global professional view about testing. And this is where we came along to create ISTQB. You may have visited istqb.org in our website, and out there, also on YouTube, you'll find a few videos that can help illustrate in a very short 2 minutes time few things about ISTQB, some of the certification modules, What do they give you? With a funny story inside, but very much related to what happens in real life. So I was in charge of one of those, or two, and this is really, the script is about what happens in real life in teams which are doing testing, either in Agile or not in Agile. Who is in Agile today, in today's session? Okay. Okay. Good. So ISTQB vision, and every word counts, believe me, 3 people work on it for weeks, continuously or continually. Continually means that it is an ongoing process. Improving and promoting software testing as a profession is what we try to do. We do that by a few things. One of those is having exams based on a testing body of knowledge, which we develop. So the whole portfolio diagram you'll see on the website, which is helping us do a career path and help test engineers plan their career or knowledge within their career, is there and allows testers to be certified based on good practices in context. So we're not saying what we are preaching in the syllabus is the best. We're just saying, look, these are the most commonly used practices which we think worth a while, and so we certify people by those practices. You will not see an ISTQB standard. ISTQB is not creating standards. We take good standards from the market and we integrate them into our curriculum or syllabuses, okay? So we're not judging things. We are only manifesting what is there in the market worldwide, most commonly used, that you should know if you want to be hooked to what testing is done over the world. And I think you do, so everybody does. One last emphasis is on the testing community and the relevant research, because the latest, well, I think 2 weeks from now, you'll see on the website as well, the additional compendium and research from the academia. And this is one of the connections that ISTQB is trying to do, is to hook to first degree and second degree and doctoral students and have them research about software and quality. We offer prizes, scholarships around the world, and encourage people to do some more research about the topic, because we need more of those things. How many of you do test automation? How many of you doing test automation are doing it more than 10 years? Okay. Well, guess what? The test automation promise that we had 25 years ago has not been realized yet. It's coming slowly. How many of you doing test automation heard about codeless test automation tools? How many of you worked with Ranorex or some other tools like that? Codeless means you drag and drop. You don't write a single line of code. And this is starting to be realized. The promise 25 years ago was that it would be very easy, record, replay, and you're done. We all know it's not true. You write tons of code, right? But it's coming. So codeless environments and platforms is one way. And it needed research. It needed time. So we think that in order to make evolution, not a revolution in the market, we think it's evolutionary, we need to put more emphasis on research. One of the guys is a doctorate in Israel, one of the universities, did a research about test cases, and he read 300 different articles from worldwide. We don't have a single definition for a test case. Come on. This is, I don't know if to say stupid or funny or sad. We are working so hard on testing many years, so many countries, we still don't have one definition we all agree on for a test case. So we need more research to come together and get a line. Some of the things from the mission, which I think are important, they're practical things. Yes, mission is a big word. But we promote software testing as a profession, not just to individuals, but also to organizations. And this is why 5 years ago, ISTQB, it's an initiative I led, opened the partner program initiative, which helps to recognize companies which are promoting ISTQB certification within their company. So you can get recognized on the website, and you can use that leverage within your company to win bids or go to have contracts or whatever else you want. Helps software testers to be more efficient and effective in their work. And I will show you a few slides from now, a research done 2014 about how more efficient people are when exercising methods and techniques taught in ISTQB. It's a very big research that was done by Caper Jones. Anyone know Caper Jones? Caper Jones is, first of all, is one of the ISTQB award winners. We have an award every year for someone who has contributed a lot for testing in the world. And Caper Jones is like that. Famous book he wrote, I think 25 or more years ago, is Quality is Free. Who thinks quality is free? Come on. Quality you get only with hard work, right? But he's saying there that if you work your process correctly and you work your people and communication correctly, then eventually quality will be almost free. It will come up from the process, which we may relate to, I think. Anyway, good book. Enable testers to progress in their career. And if you manage to see the ISTQB portfolio lately, in the last year, a few modules were added. And with those modules, we offer now 3 streams. The core, which is the original path of progressing your knowledge, having foundation, and then the 3 modules for the advanced level, the test analyst, technical test analyst, and test manager, and then you have the expert modules. There were 2 streams added in the last 1.5 years. One of them is Agile, and you have today the Agile test engineer or Agile tester on foundation level. And we are building now the advanced level Agile tester, which is probably going to be called the technical Agile tester because it becomes more technical. And there's another stream called specialist, where we put all the special skills needed or knowledge needed, like model-based testing and security and test automation, and coming will be usability and performance and mobile. All those will be there. And gambling. Who's doing game testing? Okay, so gambling, if you are in the gambling games, then there's a syllabus and certification coming. There are around 40,000 to 50,000 game testers in the world. So some thought it's a community in need of special attention. I think a lot are in Canada and Malta. Malta is a big hub for game testers and game developers. As you have here, right? You have Playtica and Playtech and some other companies are here. I don't know if 888 is here or some other gaming companies. Here in Bulgaria, in the Baltics. Continuously promote and enhance the testing body of knowledge, which is developing more syllabus, more variety, and more specializing topics, like I've just recently said. Criteria for accrediting training providers is very important because we like to keep the level of training high and sufficiently for you, right? So it's controlled. A training provider cannot just you know, prepare slides and go and have a course. You can do that, but you're not accredited. You're not recognized by ISTQB. ISTQB will not help you promote those courses over many platforms, social media, website, whatever, so your choice. Regulate and content and coverage exam questions, which is we regulate and control exam providers which are preparing exams for you, trying to keep the level, the structure, and the content of the exams similar in many places in the world. There is still not one exam for all because of confidentiality and some other legal issues, but it might be coming. Expanding software testing certifications around the world. Well, when you see the graph of expansion, you realize it is what we do every year. As I said, academia, we nurture open international community. All the syllabus we provide are free to download, and all the material is free to download from the website. It's a non-profit organization, so we are sharing everything with you. And also on the academia research, you will see the articles which we will promote in the coming few weeks, which are open for everybody. You don't have to purchase them. You can read the research from the website. This is the world coverage. So countries are covered. We have 58 member boards today, covering 82 countries. Actually, these are not the only countries that are involved and have exams, because we have our very important partners, the global exam providers. In this conference, you can see ISTQB, and you can have the booth to go and look what they promote and how they promote, and they have other certifications as well to complement ISTQB. So be sure to go to their booth. The interesting part, we found out when we started to count that we are covering with those countries 94% of the world GDP. So all the major players who produce software and do testing are under ISTQB umbrella. Actually, there are more than 110 countries involved. So when I'm saying involved, I mean there are exams in that country of ISTQB for certifications. So more than 110. Yeah, some numbers. So I started to say we have today more than 500,000 certificates in the world with all levels and all streams. From June 2017, we know 23,000 new certificates per quarter around. Of course, the big hubs of testers, the big hubs of outsourcing for testers, they promote a lot of big numbers, like India and China and all these other hubs. We are the largest testing certification scheme in the world as a testing scheme. Yes? So there were a few others which we passed very quickly along the way, and ISTQB today is really the de facto certification standard for testing in the world. We are third in the world, with third largest IT industry technology independent certification stream, and the organization after only PMI and ITIL. This is substantial achievement, and means that it is growing. Focusing on Agile Tester, because it was the first time we introduced Agile into ISTQB last year and a half actually. Grew 15% from last year, and now there are more than 10,000 certified Agile testers. This is by far the largest growth of any certification in ISTQB ever. So it is growing. 120 countries with activities. I said more than 110, so the 120 is the official number. And of course, partner program. Today we have 150 partners in 48 countries, and it is growing. And out of those, I can tell you 60% or 70% are renewing every year. So the growth is not so big, but the loyalty is there. So people like it. They like to be recognized. Companies like to be recognized. And they do it year after year to promote ISTQB certification with their employees, which is interesting. Accredited training providers has grew a lot. Now there are more than 300. It's 324. It's all data that appears on the ISTQB website. You can just look on About Us, Facts and Figures, and some other pages, and you'll see that it's there. Believe me, I'm the marketing guy. I promote publishing it every quarter. Okay? This is the growth graph. I think any company, business-wise, likes to see the graph like this of sales. As we are non-profit, then this is not sales. This is, for me, success to continuously promote testing as a profession. Yes? Expected to be in 3 to 4 years above 1 million. It's our estimates. So, just to show you quickly, an effectiveness survey. You can see that KP Jones did that. Okay. Okay. Where is it? Yes. So the data of scoring, they took from 150 Fortune 500 companies, 400 small companies, and 30 government organizations. And also on the negative scores, they took 15 lawsuits that were made because of poor quality. And they ranked them. And the numbers you see, the percentage is project work hours percentage, which is good or better or worse from using formal certification, formal things about testing. So you can see experienced testing teams impact productivity 12%, which means that compared to others, you are spending 12% less hours. Testing by certified test personnel, 7 hours improvement. You can see the worst. Testing by developers is worsening, and truncating testing to meet schedule, 45% worsening. Unfortunately, sometimes managers do that. We don't have time, let's cut testing. It means that the impact is very high. Also from that survey, we see that the testing certification is perceived to be high in the market today. This is answered by managers and others. So I agree to this fact. Is 70-something%, and somewhat agree. So together, this is 80-something. Maybe agree and agree. Proud of, helped me get a job, were of worthwhile undertaking. These are all growing numbers. This is not something ISTQB did. This is an objective survey that I showed you before, done worldwide. So, maybe that means that you are in the right business. Interesting. The demand is growing. The added value is perceived as a successful one. And I think that it's going to be very interesting, the future of testing. Yeah? Some things that maybe Agile will take testers away, or a lot of testers away. I think not. I think the opposite. I think that the profile of our job description has changed, but not the need. So new modules of ISTQB will come that will fill this need and gap for the skills, and that will only change the job description in my book. Some facts from the last survey I told you about. What was your motivation in obtaining your ISTQB foundation level certificate? 70% now said career path development. You'll see this is a drop from 2013. Testing skills development, this is a drop, same as on the income, and decrease recognizing from colleagues. But still, 70% is substantial on career path development. It also relates to the who answered the survey, from which parts of the world. This is one taken from a survey with more than 2,000 people in 84 countries. So quite substantial. What was your motivation to have your employees achieve ISTQB Foundation? So that one was for the engineer, and this one from the manager's perspective. You can see that this has grown double, right? Employee career path development, 78% say that employee career path development is something they want to promote, and this is why they sent their employees. It's going to be on the website in 2-3 weeks, okay? The full book. Yeah. Agile testing, yes, a lot wants to, either they don't know yet, mainly because the company doesn't know if they move to Agile or not, so they don't know. But mainly people want to do the Agile tester certification or thinking about it, and we'll do that in the next 14 months. This is substantial. How important do you think it is to obtain an ISTQB advanced level certification? You see that managers, very significant is 72%, and the engineers, 66% thinks it's significantly important to take the advanced level. So, if you haven't, think about it. This is a very nice question. What percentage of your testing staff would you like to see certified in advanced level? And you can see that 28% of managers say they want to see 50% and more of their team advanced level. So it's almost a third of the managers answered the survey thinks half their team should be seniors and certified in advanced level in any form, because there are 3 modules on the core. Yeah? So from these 2 graphs you can see that. So, the benefits for us as engineers is very simple. International recognition. This is an international certificate. It's not local. Yeah? So anywhere in the world, if your company is selling its services to West Europe or US or Asia, this certificate is recognized anywhere. Yeah? Authorized to use the certified logo. You see here without the module, but you'll have a logo with the module and the level that you can use if you are certified on your business card, on your stuff like that. I don't remember the rules. There are many rules there, so don't catch me if I said something wrong. Career path support to help managers and employees how to grow their knowledge with suggested paths inside the portfolio. And of course, due to that, higher relevancy for the labor market. So we offer more modules, means more knowledge can be attained and acquired, and that means that we are more in the, we fit the market demand better. Okay? Is that saying we should be reactive? No. I think all testers, as testers, do we have testing team leaders and above in the session? Team leaders and above. Okay. So it doesn't mean that we have to be reactive. It doesn't mean that we only need to do certification. I think a test engineer which is serious about their profession needs to know which important mentors, gurus, whatever, the fathers of testing in the world, who they are, as every lawyer will tell you, and every physician will tell you, and every psychologist will tell you. Yeah? And read some blogs, important blogs you think, and read some articles and magazines, and go to meetups and be in conferences and just be more professional, not just go to ISTQB, which is important. But these are things that, if we are serious about ourselves and our profession, I think that this is what we should do. Yeah? Would you recommend ISTQB? Managers, 91%. Testers, 89%. This is high numbers. So we hope to keep it this way. This is almost the same than the 2013 numbers. Maybe 0.5% change. Actually, to finish up, a look into the future. So, Agile Advanced is coming, automotive as well. I think Skoda is not manufacturing, but is building their cars here as well, correct? Yes? So the automotive industry, usability, we're all waiting for that. Gambling, as I said. We're dealing now with maintenance and upgrading, evolving all this advanced core, the three modules, Agile Tester, Foundation, and Glossary, which is changing all the time. New boards are coming. Every meeting we have, and we have twice a year, there's 1 or 2 new boards coming. So we like it very much that the international community is thinking more and more in that direction. I was approached by 2 prospects in the last half year that are not presenting now, maybe in Berlin or maybe next year. And that, we don't count them. And we have 1 or 2 this year as well, coming in May in Toronto. So we could be by next year 62 instead of 58. New surveys, there are 2 surveys that we run in every 2 years. One is the effectiveness survey, and the other is software testing practices survey. And we publish them every year. So one is on every odd year, and one is on every even year. So every year we publish 1 survey. And we monitor to see the trends. Yeah? Some social responsibility initiatives. We spoke about the connection with research and academia, promoting that, and promoting other important cooperations to help the testing grow as a profession. Questions so far? If not, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have any questions, please? So, yes. Okay.
Thank you for your speech.
Thank
My
you.
name is Mira. So the question is, like, majority of certification have some period of validity, expiration period. So ISTQB is like maybe the only one that doesn't have that.
On the expert level, we do.
You have. On other levels, foundation, advanced, are there
No.
any plans like?
Plans?
No.
I'm not aware of. This is something we have to, thank you for the question. There are not plans that I know of. There were discussions about it. Well, on foundation level, we don't think it's applicable or needed. If you have basic knowledge, you have basic knowledge. And foundation is basic knowledge. The extensions, model-based testing in Agile is the same. It's on foundation level. For the advanced level, this is debatable. I think the more the modules on advanced level become a niche, like security, performance, stuff like that, I think there will be a growing need to renew. On the general ones, no, but on the specific niche ones, I think yes, because it involves progress of tools and skills and stuff. So, thank you.
Thank you very much.